let's play some London Detective Mysteria. Where was my save file? Right here. Explosive Capriccio. I swear, if Marble Roof ends up being baffling too, we're so screwed. Alright, whatever. I'm over it. Just make some mac and cheese. Oh, okay. I'll make you my Cheetos mac and cheese. My 4 cheesy pack. Good morning. I stopped, but what to say? Could I hide my worries from them? Which one of you delivered a pipe bomb to my house? I did find some rare Elios back here in the image archive. Nothing happened. I'm simply in deep thought. Homicide. I'm sure. I'll let you have your secrets for now. Yeah, my secret is there was a murder attempt, and they'll be like, oh, that's nothing. That's just like a Tuesday for you, isn't it? Though I would like to know one thing. How did you injure your hand? Tag yourself? What is this? Illiterate? I don't give a damn about women. Quite gullible. That's a good image. The fire. The Depier. Nah. I still don't get why OBS doesn't just let me plop in the images and it's gotta have this big old black background for me. Everyone else that has OBS is like, it's fine. Like, I upgraded it. I updated it, yeah, and it still does it. Yeah, I did update it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know why. It must be like a setting I turned on or something. I don't know. Ugh! Look at those cuts! Seems something burnt you too. It would be weird if there wasn't a murder attempt. New merch. Thank you, thank you. So that's just the start I'd been given from the question that hiding my hands behind my back was more mindless than a conscious act. It happened at home, but I can assure you, it was just me being distracted in the kitchen. It looks more like shrapnel exploded on your hand, Emily. At home, in the kitchen. And you expect me to believe a lady of the nobility would be anywhere near a stove and cooking? He has a point. I don't think Emily knows how to cook. Your behavior is notably different to how you were yesterday. One doesn't leave the classroom in high spirits and return so perceptibly low, unless there is a good reason. These cuts, arguably from fragments of a foreign object. If I were to guess based on length and width, the red swelling from a burn may have something to do with it. Do you know how to cook, Bun Bun? I don't! I'm terrible in the kitchen. My conclusion may or may not be preposterous, but the conclusion I've come to based on the fact is, did an explosive device go off at your mansion? Confirmed, Bun Bun is a noble woman. Noble Bun? Yeah, I'm a noble Bun. How did... I've never gotten up from my squeaky clean Barbie room. None of those things, as it happens. Yeah, I'm the exact opposite of a noble bun. I'm a poverty bun. The detective had done his work. He was accurate, too accurate, and it pierced me with how in the market was. As they realized what I'd been trying to hide, their faces turned pale. Peasant Bun. To be fair though, what if Emily just fucked up that badly in the kitchen? Yeah, she just like had everything in the kitchen explode. What? That's really it? Did you check behind your ear? Someone keeps finding money there? What? Well, Bertel, have you been You've been putting money behind my ears again? Oi, come over here. You better stop hiding those money behind my ear. I could believe Bun decided to make some instant ramen and somehow cause the kitchen explosion. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if I did that, considering what I did with the mac and cheese. At least I haven't burned, like, spaghetti, though. I remember one night I was eating spaghetti that my family made, and it had burnt chunks in it, and I'm like, how do you burn it? Especially because it was, like, in a container, so someone, like, picked up the spaghetti strands and, like, dropped them in the container and didn't separate the burnt chunks. Mac and cheese? I missed that lore drop. Yeah, I thought that if you turned up the heat higher than the recommended heat, that you could just cook it faster. That takes talent. Yeah, I'm not sure how the spaghetti got burnt. What? Yeah, I just thought if you turned it up more, it'd cook faster. And so I burnt my mac and cheese. How old were you? 18. Well, like that episode of Foster's Home. What? That's really it? Acceptable error range. Yeah, that was when I just started living on my own, so I had to make myself shit, and I was like, I just turn it up. I'll just turn it all the way up. Tell us the truth, Miss Whiteley. I hesitated. If I told them the truth, would that change my situation? Was the bomb a warning for what was to come if I looked further into my parents' murders? Was it something else entirely? The answer, as it was, did not matter. The possibility that more harm would come to any who knew was most present, telling the boys could make the situation worse, and keeping them ignorant would change nothing. What does Kraft know about making mac and cheese? Everything on high, yeah, all the way at the top. Turn the burners all the way to the top.
もし言いたくないことがあるのなら断片的なことでも構わない。
If there are parts you wish to keep to yourself, that is fine.
無論
I'd prefer to know the story straight, but I won't force you to speak of sensitive matters.
両親の事件のことは伏せたまま爆弾のことだけ話したらホームズなら何か
In all
わかるかも
fairness,
しれな
Bun,
い
we're
わ。
all really dumb at 18. That is true. Buddy, you've never heard a straight story in your life. If I mention the bomb and not my speculations on why it was sent, he might work out something I haven't. I hesitated, and then I relented.
わかったわ。
I'll tell you what
話
happened,
すから。
but I want you to keep what I say a secret from the rest of the class. Will you?
あ
Yeah, I won't tell the class that you got a pipe bomb sent to your house. Certainly.
約束するよ。
Won't tell a soul.
昨日家に届いた小包の中に小型の爆弾が仕込まれていたの。
Last night, a small bomb was delivered to the mansion from within an ordinary parcel.
それも
A very peculiar
懐
one
中
at
時計
that.
とつながっ
It
た
was silver and
妙な
spherical,
爆弾よ。
and it was attached to a pocket watch of
銀の
similar
形
color
状の
and
爆弾
shape.
と懐中時計がつながっているの。
うん。 君は
So
爆
you
発す
saw
る
the
前
bomb
の爆
before
弾
the
を目
explosion.
撃しているのか。
ええ、
Yes, I
昨
did.
日
I was told the
私が
parcel
暮らして
came
いた
from my
田舎の
childhood
屋敷から
mansion in the countryside.
小包として届いたの。
So, someone that's like a servant for the house wants to kill Emily, basically?
蓋を外した時には
Nothing happened when we first opened it.
だけど
Miss Pendleton, he grew anxious very suddenly,
その爆弾を
taking
庭
it
に
and
投げた後
tossing it into the garden
急
where
に
the
爆
bomb
発し
went
たの。
off. He said it must have been on a
ペ
timer.
ンデルトンは次元式の爆弾だって言っていたけれど
君が見たとき、
What
その
time
懐
is
中時計
indicated
は
on the
何時を
pocket
指してい
watch? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. The time? It was 11:58, I
11時
believe.
58分だったわ。
なるほど。つまりその懐中時計が12時になった時に爆発した。
There we have it. The bomb was most likely set to explode when it read 12.
おい、どういうことなんだ？
How do you suppose that? Because it's 2 minutes away from 12, dumbass.
長針と短針が重なる時に通電し、信管へと伝わる仕組みだ。
I believe it was designed so that electricity would pass through the bomb's fuse when the clock's hands overlapped. I'll wheeze if the culprit is a woman. Women are bad. That's just the lesson of this game. Don't trust a woman. Complete faith in the postal system. Hold on. Let me bring up that image again. Hold on, not that one. Not that one. This one. Nope. I don't give a damn about women. Complete faith in the postal system. Yeah, how? What the fuck happened with the postal system? Them not noticing that they're like delivering a bomb? Cause like, Pendleton said that he could smell it. These are all natural. I don't fish for better facial expressions when I take these. Hold on, I'll get the full version. Oh. That was just awkward cropping to fit them as I was digging. Oh, Danik! Hello! Thank you for the 50 biddies! How you doing today, Danik? Hope everything's going well. They're not allowed to open mail. Yeah, can't trust anything in Detroit, man. It's a federal crime to tamper with the mail. So surely no one would ever do that since it's illegal. Goes a bit over my head, I admit.
ま、時間が来たら爆発する
Postal system is underfunded and undermanned. That postal worker probably had 4 routes they had to complete and were on their 16th hour shift. They knew there was a bomb. They didn't care. They're like, I gotta deliver this. I ain't got the time to worry about this. Especially if it's gonna blow up at 12. I assume there's no regulation to inspect stuff, yeah, especially with how back in time this is. Like, what time era is this? 18th century? We need to complete 4 routes, and I have already been tested with just the one we did. Not paid enough to care. Happy New Year's after day! Happy New Year's after day! You got any, like, New Year's resolutions for your New Year? I've been doing good with my resolution. I took a walk today. I started recording a little bit of my video again. So hopefully I can get it out this month. Oh, you returned. And with a dangerous food/clothes combination. What kind of food/clothes combination you got? The bomb sent to Miss Whiteley's mansion last night was, to be brief, designed to go off at a very specific time. My resolution is to watch my bun bun. Well, there you go. You're doing it.
だが、そんなものは
The
誰に
work
で
of
もで
this
きる真
bomb
似
is
じゃな
not
い。
the work of an
特に
amateur.
そんな
Whoever
癖
they
のあ
are,
る装置
that
を
they
使
can
うと
send
した
so
ら、
complex a device with
相手は
seemingly no trace.
自分が
Shows
難
that
敵
they
で
are
あ
a
ることを
force
示
with
したい
whom
の
to
か
be
もしれ
reckoned.
ないな。
There's nothing more I could say.
おい、ホームズ。よせよ。彼女も怖がっているだろ。
I got a thinking chunky stew and I'm wearing a yukata. Ooh. Takes just one fuck up to leave a mark. Uh-oh. Ganbatte. Stop, Holmes. She's frightened, look. Oh wait, she's frightened. Look, you frightened her.
いえ、そういうわけでは
I'm
ない
not frightened. I was lost in
少し
thought.
考え事を
One day I'll be that brave. Yeah, I've got a yukata too. Do I still have it? Hold on. I think I do. I don't know if it fits still. Yeah, I still have it. I've got like Got like a hot pink yukata with like rainbow colored cherry blossoms on them. Like they're not all rainbow colored. They're like different colors, I should say. They look comfy. Yeah, they're really comfy. I used to wear them a lot at home in high school. I remember the lady at the kimono / yukata store that I shopped at was really nice to me. She helped me fit it. You see, the trick is that I wear it while home and alone because it would probably not be safe to go in public while wearing it, and not just because the below freezing weather. Yeah! Yeah, that's definitely like a summer thing to wear. Oh, I'm not frightened. I was lost in thought.
安心したまえ。
There's
そ
no
の爆
reason to
弾に
be.
は少しばかり
This
因
isn't my
縁が
first
あっ
time
て
encountering a bomb of that design. Really?
本当？
あ、本当だ。
I'm familiar enough,
だから
yes.
安心したまえ。
And if I may,
それに
I have an idea that
少
may
々面倒だが
pose some
僕は知っている。
inconvenience to you, but it is
その
also the
最も
most
効果
effective
的な
way
対
to
策。
deter them. My first morning was filled with anxiety, the next with mild discomfort, the next day, slightly more discomfort.
おは
Good
よ
Good morning. Yeah, this is NTR route. This is NTR route. Well, you see, the trick is that I wear it while home and alone because it would probably not be safe to go in public while wearing it. And not just because of the below freezing weather. No, shut up, it's fine. What do you mean?
おはよ
She's with both of them. Good morning.
う。あら、おはよう。
And to all
今
of
日
you
は
as
3人
well.
で一緒に学園
You've
に
arrived
来た
as
の。
a trio again, have you?
ええ、そうなの。
That's right. They've been providing me with assistance on a little something of late.
協力してもらっているの。
My dumbass about to look for character reference images almost googled tiefling bust. Colossal brain on this one, I'll tell you what.
特別な事情って
What little something? Should I be concerned by Dwarf's reaction? Do I want to know what Elio said?
まあ些細なことだ
Nothing
が
that concerns you. We're
彼女の
simply
無事を
taking
見
extra
届けるのが
measures to ensure her
今の僕
safety.
らの仕事でね。
And what? It can't be polyamory route? I mean, it could be polyamory route. That's true. Yeah, why can't Watson Holmes and Girl form a polycule? That is true. I'm just used to Otome games with you dating two characters to be NTR.
おい大丈夫か
Her name's not worth remembering. It's fine. Well, ain't you a fine gentleman? Yeah, hi, Toy.
まあなあホームズ狭い馬車の中で女の子を挟んでいたんだから彼女が疲れるのも仕方ないよ
There can be such a thing as too gentlemanly, I might add. She must be tired after being inside that narrow carriage with us.
別に疲れてるんじゃないわ。
I know such thing,
こういう
really.
事態には
A
慣
bit
れてないから。
apprehensive, perhaps, but
緊張して
only
るだけよ。
because I'm not yet accustomed. If they wanted to make me remember her name, they would have named her after one of the few pop culture characters I know. Well, her name's Emily. That's a pretty normal name.
で、これがホームズの言ってい
I
た
am beginning to wonder if there is anything more to your most effective way, however.
あらルーピー
Oh, Lupin,
Maybe
you've
it's
dropped
just
your
a-
pencil. Here you are.
ああ、すみません。
Oh, thank you.
いいのよ
You're quite welcome.
ミズ・ホワイトリー、突然不可解な動きをするのはやめてくれないか。
One thought at a time, Miss Whiteley. A feather-brained girl might as well not have a brain to feather it. Holy shit!
予想の範囲内だろ彼女は計り知れないレディーだってお前もこないだ言ってたじゃないか
But I thought you rather liked her unpredictable nature. You said very plainly there were moments of brilliance. See, it just makes me concerned since this is a short route. So I can only imagine they speedrun character arcs, or it just threw it out the window and IDK of Polyroute would do that. Yeah, maybe they die. Wait, are you telling me Elio's default was NTR instead of 3? Yup.
あれはそういう意味じゃない。
This is not to what I was referring. I don't know why it took me this long to pay close attention to the in-game audio. I think my speakers need adjusting. Does it sound off to you? I know Holmes's VA sounds very much like he is like all up in the mic's business like this. That sure was a sentence to walk on in on. Hey, Linux. That is not to what I was referring. How is the audio, by the way? Can you guys hear the music and everything?
じゃあどういう意味？
I like that face. Then to what were you referring?
あれはミス・ホワイトリーが僕の想像の斜め上を行く女性だと。ただそれだけの意味だ。
You're brilliant in that you have a way of noticing things even I've not noticed. Twitch is telling me you have a paid promotion going on? Huh? I haven't enabled anything. It must be like a Twitch-wide thing? It's probably like, are they still doing the end of year like discounted subs or something like that? I don't know. I think that's over. Ah.
まあホームズ落ち着けよ。
That's what I said you said. You're getting your points mixed up. Seems good to me? Okay, cool. And, oh, it's not discounted. It's extra subs from Valorant for every 5 subs. Oh, okay.
パトソン君、後でゆっくり話そうか。
You and I will be having a very long and very private talk later, Watson.
いいけど、しばらく彼女から離れないって決めたばっか
They're
りだ
gonna
ろ。
make out. Certainly, but how can we talk privately if we can't leave Emily alone?
当然だ。君こそしっかり彼女の周囲を見張っていろよ。
I meant to after, but you're acting about as featherbrained as her. Pay more attention to her surroundings.
わかってるって。
I am. Holmes and Watson were dear to me, and they were respectable young men who were well-intentioned in their actions. Really, I did know this, but I didn't want to put up with this for days, or however long they planned to do this. First period ended. I stood from my desk and went to leave the classroom.
ちょっとどうしてついてくるの？
Pardon, but must you follow me so plainly?
どうしてって。
Have we not gone over
君は
this?
危険だから
Danger is
決まっている。
everywhere. We gotta follow you into the bathroom too. We gotta watch you piss.
いいから黙って歩いて。
Stop your complaining and let us
つけられ
guard
てい
you. But you more lurk behind me than guard.
よし。
Then it would be better if you followed us. But I stood to leave first.
嘘だって。
It was a joke.
次の時間は
Up to the lab
実験室だ
next.
ぞ。
Shall I carry your
俺
belongings?
がノートを持っていくよ。
My back hurts. I'm gonna get my heating pad. This isn't an NTR route. This is a prevent Emily from dying route. This is a you both are being annoying, neither of you route. New trade route. That's probably not it. don't worry about it. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Maybe it's a short route because Holmes, while chiding the others, trips and set off a bomb, killing everyone. Oh! Time to punish chat. Alright. Forgot what I put it as. There we go. I figured it was just a platonic story route, especially with the bomb, you know? That's true! Uh-oh, my wounds were just beginning to heal. Too bad! Gotta ring in the new year by beating you up! Blah! NTR was NN Twi rules. My organs. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. It's a joke. We're out to the lab next. Should I carry your belongings?
ありがとう。
That's kind of you, but I can carry
そのくら
them.
いは自分でやるわ。
ミス・ホワイトリー
Were you able to
ところで
find
君、
finish your
薬学の宿
pharmacology
題はやってきたの
assignment,
か
Miss Whiteley?
よけれ
You're
ば
welcome to
僕
review
の
my
ノー
note.
トを少し見せるが
Why does he look so different in this CG? Like, he looks like a completely different person.
大丈夫よ。
I'm
昨日は
fine.
時間もあっ
I
たし
had plenty of time
完璧
yesterday.
に仕上げてきた
I've
わ。
done a first-rate job of it on my own. Sounds like a World of Warcraft character. Yeah, he looks happy. Damn. This definitely isn't Holmes. He would never be happy.
やばい。俺忘れてきた。
Damn it, I forgot we had one.
ノート見せ
Let
て。
me see your notes, Holmes.
断る
No.
おい。
Please.
ワトソン、私のノートでよければ見せてあげるわ。
You can see mine if you think that'll do, Watson. Yeah, I'm right. She's getting tired of these idiots.
本当に
This isn't Holmes, this is House. Will they ever? You've saved me.
やれやれ
God. Oh. I guess I discovered half of the event artwork just now because I just got an achievement for it. I feel like you may be projecting. Can you blame him? It was time to lunch. With present circumstances at play, we decided we must do so together in the courtyard. I'm tired of Emily.
なるほどさすが貴族の出身は昼食の中身がまるで違うな
Very different. You're not tired of them, you're tired of Emily, yeah. It's been quite the revelation to see how the nobility lunch.
ああ。ローストビーフとホースラディッシュのサンドイッチ
Ew,
か。
horseradish?
ズッキーニのピ
Ew.
クルスまで入って美味しそう。
I'll say, you got roast beef and horseradish sandwiches. And I see pickled zucchini in them too. Look absolutely delicious. Is horseradish like a rich person thing? No wonder I don't like horseradish. You're telling me you're not tired of John? I'm not gonna tell you I've been in love with you for a decade, Watson Jr. Do you mean ew? Horses are rad as hell? I don't remember if I had horseradish. It's like this kind of like shredded white stuff that goes on some sandwiches. Hold on. Maybe I can find you like a picture. Horseradish. I remember sometimes when I worked at my old sandwich shop job, I would sometimes get like a sandwich. And I would have like the other like people do it for me while I was on my break. On occasion, and I would forget to tell them to take out the horseradish. That sucked. Yeah, this is horseradish. This is what horseradish looks like. It's disgusting. People complain about wasabi, but I think horseradish is worst. On a good day, I can eat wasabi. My ass is not eating horseradish. I'll puke that shit out. You telling me a horse farmed this radish? Shredded white stuff, so cheese. Have you had any seafood with cocktail sauce? I know Arby's has some. The spicy element of the sauce is basically the horseradish. The other element is ketchup. The wet gravel food texture. Yeah, I hate it. Looks more like oatmealish. It's like planty. It's like planty. I don't know how to describe it. I don't like it though.
ワトソンのお弁当も
Zucchini's
サンドイ
fine
ッ
though.
チで
I like
美味し
zucchini.
そうじゃない。
I like deep fried zucchini. It's pretty good. You just gotta be careful about it exploding in your eyeballs. Yours look delicious as well.
ハドソンの目玉焼きとバターの
Yes,
サン
but
ド
it's
イ
all
ッチな
fried eggs and butter.
まあ
Hudson does
手が込ん
put
で
a
て
real
美
effort
味しいん
into
だ
them,
け
of
ど
course,
さ
so the taste is good. Yeah, I would rather a fried eggs and butter sandwich than horseradish sandwich. In the end, horseradish is just a condiment in the end. Yeah.
ね
I don't like
え
it.
一つ交換しない？
I'll have wasabi instead. For a bargain? One of mine for one of yours? I used to hate mustard too. I would never want mustard on anything. But I've recovered from that. I'm okay with mustard now. I like zucchini sauteed with other veggies, like onion. Ooh, yeah, that sounds really good. I just ate and I'm already getting hungry. I cannot mustard. It's so noisome. For a bargain? One of mine for one of yours? By itself, I also don't like it, but as an ingredient in cocktail sauce, it's alright. I want to try wasabi. It's supposed to be spicy, right? Yeah, but the thing is, it's kind of like... It's weird. I want to say it's like a dull spicy, like it's not hot. It's not hot. At least, it doesn't taste hot to me. Like, you know when you're having spicy stuff and you're like, your mouth feels like on fire? But like, it still has like that feeling of spice without the heat. It's hard to explain. Just like how I don't like avocado, but I'm alright with it as guacamole. I'm the opposite. I'm fine with avocado, but I can't stand guacamole. It's the texture. Yeah, it's short spicy, yeah. That's why I'm okay with it. I tend to be pretty bad with spicy stuff, but I'll eat wasabi. And for a bargain, one of mine for one of yours? I'll accept. This one's for you then.
本当か？
You sure?
なるほど。悪くないな。君が喉に詰まらせないように細かい切れ目まで入れてある。
They are delicious. Cut on the ingredients is all very even and delicate for the throat. Set my mouth on fire. Without notice, Holmes had taken what was in my lunchbox and began to sample for Oi! At least ask, rude ass. The primary thing that makes spicy food spicy is the capsaicin, making your heat receptors more sensitive to heat, thus causing pain. Wasabi skips the heat receptor stuff and just causes pain. Oh, really? I had no idea. Wow. That's interesting. Don't do as you like. I never bargained away my food with you. Wasabi feels hot akin to peppermint. Yeah, I can understand that. Especially if you drink water after you eat peppermint.
毒味の一環だ。
I'm testing for poison. Yes.
よし。
May as well do.
これなら食べても問題ない。
That sounds interesting. Yeah, it's strange.
今の毒味っていうかただ食べただけよね。
They'll do? Don't give me that rubbish. You just wanted my food. It doesn't taste like peppermint. It feels like it.
今の俺への当てつけ？
Is this just because I asked for one? He got jealous. Moving Holmes to the bottom of the list. That's how you get killed. Okay, honestly, that's extremely valid, actually. No ticket today. But you're on thin fucking ice.
ワトソン君、よそ見が長いようだがちゃんと見張っているんだろうな。
You appear distracted, Watson. Need I remind you once more that you're here to protect her?
ホームズこそ今の今までよそ見して
You're
た
one
の？
to talk. All you've been doing is eating. Fun fact, alcohol also increases the sensitivity to your heat receptors, but does so without pain for most people. Instantly, mint increases the sensitivity of your cold receptors, so if you drink some alcohol if you're of age, and eat some mint, your body will think everything is very hot and very cold, thus causing a lot of pain. Try it? I'm kinda interested in that. We do have some peppermint at home. We do have some alcohol. I might try that. just feeling a little silly. Feeling a little silly. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'll make it for take a moment. Better than pilk. Oi. Like, honestly, this is a pointless warning because I will never see any of you. If you touch anything on my plate without asking, you are dead. I will kill you. Yeah, that's so rude. I know, sounds like a bad idea. Starting the year off with a bang. Chai, it was a joke. Do not make your nervous system fucking explode. Okay, I won't do it. I won't do it. I am that type of person that, like, I know that drinking water after eating peppermint will, like, feel very cold, but then I'm like, I kind of like the feeling of it, though. Have I? Or have I placed every action of the 31 men and 9 women who passed through or stayed in this very courtyard under a magnifying glass? That's very helpful, Holmes. Yes, but now they're all staring. School was done for the day. Excellent, though my voluntary guards were. Nothing of note occurred to warrant their degree of attentiveness.
それにしても左右からがっちりガードしなくてもいいと思うけど
I'm not certain it's necessary for you to keep watch every second of the day. Doing it with just a little bit wouldn't be as bad. Alternatively, if you want to feel the sensation of hot plus cold equals pain, just get some hot dogs and some cold hot dogs. Line them up alternatively, then touch. Oh, really? Why hot dogs? Fortunately for you, I'm very certain. It may seem simplistic, but you'll find no other method can do the trick quite as well. Don't do it, Mr. Monster Energy gives me splitting headaches. Oh, I hope you aren't misunderstanding. I know you two are putting in a great effort, and I'm thankful for it. But what about practicing for the Symphonias? And the Vesperias? I don't want to be the reason you haven't done enough. I enjoy sharing food, but yeah, permission is needed. Yeah, like if you just ask, I'll normally just give you whatever you ask for. But if you don't ask and you just take it without asking, I will be very offended and not want to give you anything. Don't worry about it. Your safety is more important. Because you can eat them after the experiment. Ah, I see. But what if I don't like hot dogs? What about then? Agreed. I'd cancel our appearance right here and now if it was between that and you. There's a lot of food you can eat aside from hot dogs, though. Use iced coffee and hot coffee. I can't have coffee! I can't do that. I don't want to be the reason you miss it anymore. Then I want you skipping practice. I'll never share my own food. If you've caught me eating, you've likely caught me eating for the first time in 10 plus hours, and I will not share my only meal. Yeah, that's a mood. I tend to just eat one meal a day. Well, we have our instruments with us, so we haven't I know. Sorry, hot dog's already on the way. Iced tea and hot tea, that's a good one. I'll do that. Why not join us whilst we practice? What's good, Unk? What's Unk? Hey there, woke ball. I wish I thought of that sooner. It's perfect. It's gotta be solid so you can compress the feeling of alternating hot and cold into many non-homogenized layers as possible. Oh, I see. So it can't be like oatmeal or something. Holmes, alarmed very suddenly, turned sharply round. Okay, fine. Ice carrot and hot carrot, since you're a bunny. Go on, say it. I mean, I'll eat. I'm a bunny that can eat carrots, though. But, like, regular bunnies can't have that many carrots. Who's there? Oh, it's the bomber. Bomber man. What game is this? It is London Detective Mysteria. Did you hear something? A series of good fleshy oblongs of particular heat capacity are ideal. Naruhodo. Someone, rather, a nasty someone. I followed the boy detective's line of sight with slight apprehension, but was quelled immediately upon meeting eyes with our target. Jack poked his head into the classroom. What are you being so suspicious for, Holmes? Jack has never done anything wrong. You look like you've just seen Jack the Ripper, silly.
おいお前ら何やっ
What
て
are
ん
you
だ
doing?
今度はジャックか。
Oh, it's
そ
just
れにしても
Jack.
ホームズ、
I don't know what you're
疑いすぎだろ。
thinking with that nasty business, Holmes. That's the face of a good boy. Yeah, he's never done anything wrong. Just look at that. He's up all night studying.
失礼。君は無駄に殺気をまとっているからな。
Forgive me, but if there's a person skulking like some criminal, I shall pick up on it. Holmes, accusing Jack as being Jack the Ripper? Discrimination in its purest form, Holmes. SMH, do better. I thought Jack was up all night for good fun. He's up all night to get lucky.
お前本当に失礼だな。で、この間からお前ら何やってるんだ。妙にべったりして。
You're rude sort. Only popped in to see what's possessed you three into acting as you have these days. Don't think it's all for a lark.
ちょうどいい、ジャック。君も付き合ってくれ。
No, it isn't. Actually, your timing is impeccable. You can help.
いいか。
Should you notice anything out of the ordinary near Miss Whiteley during our practice session, alert us to it straight away.
いいけど。
Suppose I can do that. Mind if you tell me what? Holmes is satisfied. Without hearing the rest of what Jack wanted to say, he, rudely, to prove Jack's own accusation, pulled up a chair and sat down. Jeez. Can we make that guy less British? Is there a slider? Unfortunately, there is no British slider. You gotta deal with it. He moved his violin from its case. It was time to begin. I waited for his melody to soothe me. You can slide a knife if that helps.
ホームズのバイオリン初めて聞くわ。
My, your playing is just beautiful. It's the first time I've heard it. Oh, you finished the stew without ruining your yukata? Functional motor functions and non-functional decision-making skills I have. Good job. You didn't ruin it. I feel like if you spilled that over you with how thin yukatas are, you would have probably burnt yourself, so that's good. The slither of bow and string bid my lids to flitter closed, bid me to relax, to ease into a smile. And then to snap my eyes open as a cacophony assaulted my ears.
なんだこれは。
Those that racket.
これは攻撃的な音ね。
It's the opposite of beautiful. Oh, is this Watson playing? They're thin? Thought it would have been opposite. Yeah, they're summer. They're basically, if I would describe it as something, they're summer kimonos. So they are a lot lighter and a lot thinner. It's the opposite of beautiful. I think if I had reheated the stew to the point that it would burn me, the lamb would fucking explode. Ooh. Yukata, yeah. You're very thin. He does this when he's trying to think. Translates his mind into music.
どういうこと
I don't understand, I fear.
今のホームズの
Sounds like a mess, doesn't it?
めちゃくちゃな
Take that as his thoughts being all jumbled.
全く調和してないってこと。
Lamb chunks, not like an actual animal. Yeah.
待って。これは結
I would be very worried if you just had like a lamb and you just like flung it into a stew pot. This hardly qualifies as practice then.
ああ、曲の練習というより、どっちかっていうと、事件の方に向き合ってるのかもな。
It helps him sort his mind for a case. For the symphonious? No, not really. Just a random lamb, yeah. Gotta cook it.
やがて考えがまとまってすっきりすると、とてもいい音色を奏でるんだ。
I swear on my life that he's a brilliant violinist. Give him a bit more time and you'll see. Mary had a little lamb small enough to fit in the stew. Watson sat before the piano and attempted to be the accompanist to the audible scritching. Music! Music! An ill-oiled machine wrestling its days away in its factory. And its factory sounded cleaner. And this is the lamb that watches the microwave. If you set the microwave too long, it explodes. Oh.
なんだか迫力はあるけど
Leaves an impression, to put it
当日ま
kindly.
でに形に
Think
な
you'll
る
be
の
able
か
to
よ
play proper in time.
とにかく
That is the question of the
綺麗な演奏
hour.
を聞くためには
But the answer is
事件解決
yes,
に向けての
if we solve the case he struggles with.
そういうこと。
Exactly.
きっと。
But I don't see how in God's name he would be stuck on it till the concert is past.
つまり、
That, in turn, means your worries should be gone by the time it's our turn to
君
play.
の心配もきっと解決してるはずだ。
ええありがとうワトソン
I feel better already. Long disillusioned, or more accurately, long used to this, Holmes's assistant was content to resume playing his part in a manner that would not overwhelm the violin. This oral menace continued for the remainder of the session. It was unbearable, completely unbearable. Did I want to hear this? No, absolutely unbearable to express this again, for to just say it was unbearable 2 or 3 times undersold the experience. Yet, as I listened, I felt the need to amend my earlier perceptions. To be certain, nothing dangerous occurred, but to say their behavior was unwarranted wasn't right, for it may have been their overvigilance which allowed me to end my days so peacefully. Oops. Good morning, Mr. Mackenzie. You had a bomb inches away from you over vigilance?
ごきげんよう、先生。
Good morning, sir.
はあ、ごきげんよう。おや
Shut up,
君たち
Emily.
一緒に登校してきたのかい
And to you. Oh, did the 3 of you arrive together? We
事
did.
件のことを気遣って
They've
くれ
been
てるん
quite
です
sympathetic to my troubles of late.
おかげで
It's been reassuring to have their help.
なるほど。あではやはり二人は君の事件のことは知っているんですね。ホワイトリーさんから話を。
You're both aware of her position in full then? Was it Miss Whiteley who told you?
いえ、僕らのおせっかい半分の申し出です。
It would be more accurate to say we decided to meddle in her affairs. Now force the truth out of her. Wait, does our teacher know that someone tried to blow up my house?
彼女に学園休んでほしくないし。
I guess Pendleton probably called and is like, don't you let that girl get exploded,
悔しいじゃない
you piece of shit. We don't want her to stay home from school after all. It isn't fair for a victim to be punished.
そうですね。ホワイトリーさんも優しい友人がいてよかったですね。
I agree. You're very fortunate to have these boys as friends, Miss Whiteley. Friends?
そういえ
I
ば
thought we were more than that.
音楽祭まであと2週間ですが、二人の練習はいかがです
Ah, and this brings me a thought. The festival is only a fortnight away. Has practice gone well?
ええ、おかげさまで。
Yeah, it's very
大変
skibbity,
順調
sir.
ですよ、先生。
Very well indeed. Thank you. I still can't. I'm still not over that skibbity toilet is coming to my. Ugh. It's coming to Fortnite. Ugh. Why? Why is skibbity coming to Fortnite? What the fuck? If she explodes, it would look terrible on my report. Don't let it happen. Very well indeed. Thank you. Fortnite
ホーム
reference?
ズのバイオリン
Oh,
なん
hi
か
there, Zerwin!
本当
Hello,
に音色がア
hello!
グレッシブで
Welcome. Hope you're doing well. You should hear Holmes is playing. His performance has a real spark to it. So, you playing Fortnite? I refuse. I was thinking of maybe playing it with Hatsune Miku, but Skibbity? Ain't no way. Refusing to play that game for life now. Ain't no way I'm gonna encounter anyone with that Skibbity toilet shit. You should hear Holmes playing. His performance has a real spark to it. Crazy that Skibbity Toilet got into Fortnite before Gordon Freeman. Yeah, isn't like the model used in Skibbity Toilet just like Gmod, like characters from like Half-Life.
本当ですか。頑張ってくださいよ。君たちは我が校の星です。
Does it? I'm very much looking forward to it. You're our academy's shining stars. Wonder if GTA 6 will release in Fortnite before GTA 6 releases? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Mr. Mackenzie, you fool! You don't know of what Holmes is capable. Our schoolmates began to gather in the classroom, and so, setting my reservations aside, I returned to join them.
ごきげんよ
Good morning! Touch it again. Turns out the most famous Half-Life character is Skibbity Toilet. Skibbity Toilet is made in Gmod, yeah? Basically a modern version of the old Gmod skits.
ごきげんよあら
Gary said, and I quote, I'm 40, I don't give a shit. Good morning, Emily. And Holmes. And Watson.
今日も
Me not knowing what a Gmod is. It's like a program. You like drop 3D models in and stuff. The three have been inseparable.
なんか昨日からずっとだよな、お前ら。
Still at it
何があ
then.
ったんだ
Just what happened?
別に
Oh, we have a new
気にしないでくれ
moderator? Awesome. Who's Gary? That's to be kept between us. You needn't worry. Okay, so none of you know what Gmod is. That is a description of Gmod for sure. Yeah, that's all I know. All I know is you got like a little gun and you drop 3D models in and then you make like funny little skits. Gary's Mod is a sandbox engine made by Valve and it includes essentially all the Half-Life assets as well as other Valve assets. You played Gmod years ago? Oh wait, is there like a game with it? I thought it was just like a kind of like a open like game, kind of like movie maker thingy. I guess it's kind of like Roblox then, huh? It's to be kept between us. You needn't worry.
そうそう詮索は良くないぞ君も
There's no right to pry, Jack. Now, Emily, you can go to your seat. I think Gary's Mod is not made by Valve, but rather by Gary. Stop, your words hurt! Yeah? Gmod is just Roblox. I mean, it's a sandbox, so there are games in it. OG Prop Hunt is Gary's Mod. Wait, oh, it's not... I always thought Prop Hunt was that other Valve game. Team Fortress? Doesn't write to prize either. Blah, blah, blah. Certainly. I did as was said.
どうしたんだホームズ
Something on your mind, Holmes?
妙だな
How queer.
いつ
I
も聞こ
don't
え
know
な
if
い
I've heard the
懐中
sound
時
of
計
a
の
pocket
音が
watch in the club. Uh-oh, it's the bomb! Holmes was struck by a sudden panic as soon as he finished.
ミス・ホワイトリー席から離れろ
Miss Whiteley, get away from your desk! You mod the engine to make your games or add-ons, yeah, like Roblox. I got Gmod as a wee bab because my brother wanted to play Prop Hunt with me. Aww. What? I leapt from my seat to move as though dragged forwards by a similar panic.
みんな伏せろ
Everyone, get down! Watson wrapped his arms over me. We were forced to the floor. Holmes, fully alert for whatever might happen next, drew a box from inside my desk. He took to searching its contents closely before turning to the window. I could see what was in his hand. No!
懐中時計付きの
Another silver bomb with a pocket watch.
小包で
Just like the one at the mansion.
同じものだわ
What's with pocket watches? It's exactly Roblox. Just not including... Hold on. Just not including the microtransactions or child labor. I don't know enough about Roblox Gmod to disagree with Elio. I'm killing chat too. I feel like I think we're right though. I really do think Gmod is just Roblox. Sounds like Roblox to me. Like dun 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 dun. Whoop, bow. Like dun 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 dun. The horror music fits to that statement. I swear. Linux is gonna send a pipe bomb to my house. You thought Gmod was Western MMD like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, but when you said it's like a sandbox and all that, and that you can like make your own games and stuff in it, sounds like Roblox to me. It kinda is. Yeah, people essentially use it like they use MMD. I miss when people made like MMD videos. There's their sense of whimsy nowadays. Holmes dashed to the window to hurl the bomb outside. Western MMD would be Source Filmmaker. Is that the Nickelodeon like movie game? I love that movie game thing. It's so good. It's the same flash of white and the same explosive noise. Okay, so Gmod is RPG Maker. Got it, thanks. Source Filmmaker is basically Gmod. Hold on. Is that the Nickelodeon thing I'm thinking of? Source Filmmaker. No, that is not what I was thinking of. What is it that I was thinking of? Nickelodeon Movie Maker. Oh, it's just Nicktoons 3D Movie Maker. Wait, no, that's not it. What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm just thinking of 3D Movie Maker. But they have like a Nickelodeon version. 3D Movie Maker fucks. Wait, he ignored my incomprehensive RPG Macaroblos. Fragments rained to the ground, and then a strangely pulsive silence followed. Curse whoever did that. I want to imagine Holmes like threw the bomb out from the window of the school and it just fell onto a bunch of school kids just like eating lunch outside. That would be so funny. Curse whoever did this. That was too close. Thank God no one's been hurt. Oh yes. I'm so glad you both were here. To have it happen once was enough. To happen again? Again? Here? Had me erupt into senseless shaking. Watson just held me tighter so as to remind me he was there. Landed in someone's potato salad. Same vibe as bomb goes off in classroom. Dang. You weren't hurt either, were you, Holmes?
ああ、しかし、あと少し気づくのが遅かったら
A bit a
大変なことになるところだっ
bit
た。
rattled. Had I not noticed in time, this could have ended very differently.
時計の針は11時59分だったからな。
The clock's hands were pointing to 11:59. Oh shit. I just woke up from a weird dream where I was in Street Fighter 7, but I really needed to pee at all times. Yeah, hit them with the piss beam. Insta kill. I don't care about those hands. Let me see yours. That wasn't a dream. That really happened. You really were in Street Fighter 7. I allowed myself to take his hand and observe.
なんともない。
There's nothing there.
大
No
丈夫だ。
injuries. Yeah, I had to piss Ire out. Okay, but is the school okay? He just like threw a bomb out of the window. No cuts or burns on his hand were to be found. I feared for the worst after my own injury, but he was well. He was well. See you in Street Fighter 7. It's probably fine.
うしようかと思った。
I don't know how terrified I was that may have detonated while you still had it. If you were injured before your performance at all, God, thank you.
ありがとう。
The warmth of his hand brought forth the sort of relief that came with tears.
おい、これどういうことだ。
Shan't miss me words. I think I'm owed a fair chat on what's been going on.
そうですね。
It'd be funny if he threw it out to the street.
想像はつきますが。
Think fast! Boom! I feel the same. I have a general idea after this, of course. I definitely did not misread that as shout me words.
ちゃんと事情を
I'm
聞か
gonna
せて。
shout out my words out of me pants
友達ですもん。
and my britches. Talk to us, Emily. We're your friends. I'll be base roster and the new mechanic X Bladderbuster.
マブル。
EX Bladderbuster. Michael,
そうよね。
that you are. You just have to
みんなの
know,
ことを巻き込んで
especially since you've been dragged into this.
びっくりさせて。
New Street Fighter rules. Can only fight with a full bladder. Really ups the stakes. Yeah, you gotta beat him fast so you can go run to the bathroom. A quiet fell over the classroom. Are you making me hydrate so I can go pee? Hold on a second. I need to refill my water. I'll be right back. water's gone so long. The water filter wasn't like working correctly, so I had to fix it. Can be like yin and yang. Yin and yang. Pair that when they merge inverts the current percentage max HP and SP of all entities in the facility. Yeah, I'll hydrate to join the roster. Give me one moment. Oh, Yun and Yang, they're twins and... Oh, okay. Yeah. The only characters I remember are, like, Chun-Li, Bison, Ryu from Streets, Ken. It's enough. Anyway, let me get my headphones back in. A quiet fell over the classroom.
実はこの間家に爆弾が送られてきて
The other day, a bomb was delivered to my home.
すごく
I felt threatened ever since. I don't know by who or why. I've been so frightened. Quiet was followed by touches of murmuring, whispering, wondering, and considering. Small things by each individual's standards, but a large fuss to combat when hearing it all at once.
本当は私そのことは秘密にしてしばらく学園を休もうかと思ってた
I was under the opinion that I should keep... Shut the fuck up,
危険に
Emily.
巻き込みたくないし
I was of the opinion that I should keep the event a secret. Stay home from school. I never wanted to risk anyone else's life by going on as though nothing happened.
もしかしたら
I truly wanted no one to get hurt because of my choices. Well, maybe you should think a little smarter then.
だけど
But then Holmes and Watson discovered on their own what was happening. They insisted they could keep watch over me so that I could attend lessons. My choices, such as having a bomb delivered to you.
私はそれに甘えてしまったいつかこんなことが起こるかもしれないって分かっていながら
I was so self-serving to take them up on it. I knew full well something like this might happen, but I just wanted to face my fears. Nothing could stop me from blubbering on and on.
もういいよ。俺らが無理に君のことを引き止めてたんだしさ。
It's alright, Emily. You can't fault yourself when we're the ones who convinced you it was the right move to make.
ごめんなさい
It's not alright when I agreed to it. You don't know how sorry I am. That I'm sorry, and how I know I can't stay here when the culprit has proved it a simple matter to endanger my schoolmates.
この事件の犯人が
When
ちゃ
they're
んと
caught
捕ま
and
った
arrested, I want to come back. But only if everyone here deems it safe to have me here. Forgive me for keeping this matter secret, please.
ごめんなさい
Was my sincerity enough? Were words enough when the cheeks were flushed and it was me, standing tiny, just one against many? I couldn't look at them. I couldn't bear the sight of rejection upon a raw moment of vulnerability.
ミス・ホワイトリー
Miss Whiteley, don't
何
be
を言ってるんで
silly.
すか
Guys, I don't believe her. Let's bomb her. Jack, probably.
そうだよ俺ら自分が恥ずかしいじゃんか
Forgive you? We should have noticed something was wrong. Kobayashi punch! He's gonna punch the bomb. What? I lifted my head. Not one of my schoolmates appeared to reject me. Our boy is here. He's here. Scott the
友達
Was.
なのにあなたがそんな恐ろしい思いをして
We
いる
meant
こ
to
と
be
に
close friends.
全然
How
気づ
could
いて
none
あ
of
げ
us
ら
see
れな
that
か
you
っ
were suffering so terribly?
だよなホームズたちはそれに気づいてお前のために親身になってたってのに
Except Holmes and
悪かったな
Watson. They did their part. The rest of us didn't notice a blooming thing.
そうですよ僕たちはいつも事件を追いかけている
これからも誰かを助けるために誰かの恨みを買っていく。
It's rather a mark of shame from a room of young detectives. It's a harsh lesson, but a true one as well, that our line of work will inevitably result in the birth of grudges.
謎を謎のままにしておかない。灰色のままにしておくことができない僕たちはいずれ自分を追い詰めるかもしれない。
Our backs will one day be against the wall by virtue of our chosen career. We mustn't allow that to stop us from seeing each case through.
お前は優しいか
You're
ら
compassionate. Your concern for victims goes beyond wanting to help them.
みんなを
You want to carry their sadness and hatred too.
人の恨みや
Kobayashi
悲
Scott
しみを引
Kun.
き受けてくれてるんだ。
ミス・ホワイトリーの問
Your
題は
perspective is that you've
僕た
done
ち探
us a
偵科の生徒にと
disservice
っては
because you've imagined your
誰に
pain
も
as
起こりうる身
ours.
近な問題
It
です
isn't wrong to feel as such when you
一緒に
stand now.
立ち向かっていきま
Where
しょう
you stand now is where any of us could stand later. Let us fight your battle together.
だよな。
Precisely. We're here for you,
俺ら
Emily.
もお前の味方だし。そんなく
We'll
だらない
find
脅
this
しを
worthless
するやつは
bastard who will hurt you.
俺らが
Make them
見つけ出せ。
see what's what. Yeah,
心底
punch
反
him,
省させてやるよ。
Kobayashi.
明智さん、小林くん、ありがとう。
How in God's name was I so fortunate to find friends like you? There was soon a crowd gathered around my desk. I received words of support and darling messages from my schoolmates who wanted to speak, welcoming me to feel as I did without fear of disagreement.
それからみんな本当にありがとう。私この学園に
I'm grateful to have met all of you. Really, I'm so grateful I've come here.
このクラスに入って本当によかった。
There's nowhere else I would rather be but right here.
よかったな。
That's the ticket. It wasn't so frightful, was it, Emily? You made it so. Watson further reassured me with his smile, and joined the others in making me feel secure. I could feel tears coming on. Before I knew it, a single one was rolling down my cheek.
まったく
Honestly,
まだ事件は
case
解
isn't
決
even
していな
solved
いと
yet,
いう
and
のに
yet the room in the
こんな
classroom
ムード
is
を
like
作るなんて
this.
ま
Holmes gave a great sigh, and then a bitter smile.
つくづく
You really never do cease to amaze. You're such a dumbass, Emily.
さあ皆さん座って。先生も扉の前で胸が熱くなりました。いや青春時代っていいな。
Now, everyone, take your seats. I was deeply moved by what I heard from the other side of the door. Ah, the joys of youth. God, I never know what to do for this dude's voice.
先生、教室の外で聞いてたんですか？
Sir? Were you listening to all of that? All of a sudden, I felt myself overcome with embarrassment.
先生それは
Just
い
do
いんで
your
すけどホ
normal
ームル
voice.
ームの前に
God,
教
give
室
him a
の爆
cult
発物チェ
leader
ックをさせて
mid-sermon
ください
voice. You look just like him. Sir, before we begin, I'd like permission to check the classroom first. So honestly, you're right, Twi. I do look like him.
はあ、それは早く頼みますね。
Everyone in the classroom burst into laughter. It wasn't as though the conversation was all that funny, but perhaps everyone just felt like laughing right now. I wiped the tears from my eyes and joined them in laughing too. Fortunately, nothing else was found in the classroom. Who wants to bet it's the teacher that put the bomb in there?
でも
It was actually probably just Jack,
犯
though.
人は脅しをかけてくるかもしれない。同じような次元式の爆弾か、何か全く違う方法でか、
Still,
まだわか
there's
らない
every chance that the culprit might try and threaten me again. Perhaps with another bomb of the same type, or perhaps by some other measure. Holmes was staring into the distance, presumably focused on thinking about who could have planted the bomb.
犯人絶対見つけような。
Emily, gonna find who's responsible, alright? Yes. I nodded firmly in response to his reassuring words. I wonder what's wrong with Slater, though. He seems to be trying to keep his distance from me. Oh, it was that bitch! That dude is the one that put that bomb in my desk, I bet. I can't blame him for being scared, though. After what I dragged him and all the others into. I don't know, I've never had a good vibe with Slater. I'll have to go and apologize to him personally later. Elliot, that's prejudice. Maybe you shouldn't look like such a bitch then. This is very concerning. He looks like one of those cowards. Like the coward villain that does like some undermined tactic to kill you. Something something glass house. Oi! This is very concerning. I was thinking of not getting too involved for the time being. It looks like I'm gonna need to keep a closer eye on some of the students. Elia's literally bullying the kid after there was a bomb. That's why the bomb was there to begin with. This is what happens when you push the nerd. That this would happen not once but twice boggles the mind. They must be mad. A positive, sir. No one's yet to be... Oh, a positive, sir. No one's yet to be injured. Yes, that is certainly something to consider. How troubled this has been. They owe my getting out of it safely to my schoolmates. Holmes and Watson in particular. Ryan, he's back! The protagonist! Protagonist-kun!
そうですよね。いっそ有望な探偵家の実習も兼ねてこのまま犯人を見つけてください。
That's wonderful news. Considering you're all budding detectives who've gotten this involved, though, how about your class tries to solve it as part of their studies?
ほら、ライアン。それは本来我々の仕
And
事だぞ。
finally, some main character. Ryan, that's supposed to be our job, you know. Who cares about those side characters like Marple, or Watson, or Emily? Yeah, they all distract from the greatness that is Sir Ryan.
やっぱ
I
バ
was
レてまし
hoping
た
you would forget that.
当然だ。そ
As
れ
if
に
I
しても
would.
この次
Still,
元式の
we
爆
have
弾は
another case.
以前にも
It's the same
一度
kind
だ
of bomb
が
that's been
使われたことがあったな。
ええ
Indeed.
僕の父が追って
The
いた事
criminal in
件
a
で
case that my
犯
father
人が
was
逃亡する
pursuing
時
tried
に
to
これを
use
使って
one
い
to
ましたね。
escape. What? Really? Come to think of it, you did say that this wasn't your first time dealing with a bomb like this.
まあその時は貴
Indeed.
族の収集
I'm
家から
pursuing the
美
case
術
of a
品や
broker
宝
who
飾
was
品を
stealing
盗
works
み
of art and
横流
jewelry
しするブ
from
ローカー
upper
の事
class
件を追っていた。
collectors and putting them onto the black market.
ロンドンの地下に隠れ家や
He had a
倉庫
number
をい
of
くつも持ってい
warehouses and hideouts under London that he used to store the goods.
た。だが
When we
いざそ
discovered
れが
one
暴
of
かれ
them,
そうに
though,
なると
he tried to
そ
blow
の
it
地下
up,
道や地下
along with
室
the
を
path
爆
leading
破す
to
る。
it.
その時
When he
犯
did,
人は自らが
he
爆
used
発
a
に
bomb with a
巻き込まれ
timer
ないよ
so
う
that
に
he wasn't caught in the explosion.
次元装置を使っていた。
待って
Wait, if he used the bomb in underground, it would have ended up buried under all the rubble. How were you able to see
確認
it?
したってことは現物を見たんでしょ
I have two pairs of eyes, dumbass.
ああ僕はその時この時計の爆発を
You're correct. I was able to stop it because... Oh wait, I was able to see it because I stopped it from detonating.
どうやってまさか懐中時計と接続する線を切ったの
What? How? You didn't cut the wires connecting the bomb in the pocket watch, did you?
それは危険だ。僕はそんな確率の賭けには出なかっ
Yeah,
た。
no more filler scenes with Girl or Jack the Quimper or Claire. What is Quimper? That like some British word I don't know? That'd be far too dangerous. What I did was nowhere near as risky.
じゃあ一体
Then, what did you...
それはその時に教える。敵を欺くにはまず味方からだ。
I'll tell you that if the opportunity presents itself. To deceive your enemies, you first need to deceive your friends, after all. Holmes's words were filled with confidence.
お嬢様、お迎えに上がりました。
My lady, I've come to collect you.
では
What am I, a Pokemon card? Well, I had to be going. My butler is here for me.
ああ、私たちもしばらく
Alright,
学園を
Scotland
警備
Yard
す
will
る。
be helping to
気
secure
がつ
the
いたこと
academy
があっ
for
た
the
ら
time
言って
being.
くれ。
Should you notice anything unusual, let us know right away.
それから音
There's a
楽
high
祭に
chance that this could be related
他
in
の
some
未
way
解
to the
決事件
upcoming
の犯人と
festival.
も関わり
Or
のある
another
可能性
unsolved
が
case
高い。
too. I drink crimper and you have sock? Huh? Huh? Crimping is when you kind of just jank out a song with someone? Oh, okay. Jack the Crimper. Sock on these nuts. What? You! Fuck you. There's a high chance that this could be related in some way to the
我々も悪質な爆弾魔を捕まえてみせます。きっと今年はあなたにも思い出の音楽祭になるでしょう。
Be sure to catch the dastardly fiend behind all this. We wouldn't want the music festival to be ruined for you. Oops. One thing.
レストレード警部ライアンさんもありがとうございます。
Thank you very much, both of you.
だけど
Still,
それはしばらく
could I ask you to keep that a secret for the time being?
どういうことかね。
What do you mean?
私は音楽祭の日は家でおとなしくしている。
Oh.
そういうことにしてもらえませんか？
Could you act as though on the day of the festival, I'll be home at the mansion and not in attendance?
構わんが、そうか。つまり敵をかく乱すると。
We can. Oh, I see. You want to try and mislead the culprit.
はい。もし爆弾対策に警備をつけていただけるなら、事前に屋敷の方を警備しているように見せかけてもらえませんか？
Yes. If you're going to deploy additional officers to guard against another bomb attack, could you make it look as though you're guarding the mansion instead? Why does Emily feels a bit smarter in this route? Is it just me? Is it just me that gets this vibe? Like she's less dumb in this route than in like Watson's route? You want to mislead the culprit? And you're telling me? Well, that's dumb. Now I know where you'll be. That's a little bit true. Oh my god, she's using her brain for once.
わかった。やってみよう。だが、我々も余計な頭数はない。音楽祭が始まれ
Like
ば、
at least
そち
she's
らにある
not
程
like
度は
walking
人員を
into
戻そう。
dangerous situations in this route. It is like someone is actively going out of their way to target her instead, which makes it feel less stupid on Emily's part. Alright, we'll do what you ask. We're short on manpower though, so when the festival begins, we need to send many of our officers to the academy.
それでよろしいかね。
Will that be alright with
この
you?
件で怪我人を
We'll
出
do
さ
all
ない
we
よう、
can to ensure
我
no
々
one
も
is
で
hurt.
きる限りやってみよ
Don't think going to a festival while being under constant threat of being bombed is smart. Yeah, so she's trying to make them think that she's gonna be at the mansion instead, so that they don't bomb the festival. But I don't know. I feel like someone amongst them is like a servant at her house, because she said that the bomb came from her house out in the country. So I feel like if she leaves for the festival, whoever it is gonna be like, hey, yeah, she went to the festival. Can you bomb the festival?
わがままを言って申し訳ありません。よろし
Thank
くお
you
願
very
いします。
much. I'm terribly sorry for asking so much of you. The best way to make sure they don't bomb the festival is to not go to the festival. Watch them bomb it anyway. They're like, oh, well, she's not here, but we really wanted to bomb the festival, so might as well. I lowered my head to everyone present and then climbed into the carriage.
気をつけて帰りたまえ、ミス・ホワイトリー。
Have a safe trip home, Miss Whiteley.
また学園でな。
See you at school again.
ええ、
Of course.
ごきげんよう。
Good day to you all. I waved goodbye to them as we set off. It was clear that Holmes was trying to think of ways to keep me safe too. Oh, what's that ticking noise I hear?
先生から聞きました。ホームズ君、ワトソン君たち
I
以外
heard
に
from the teacher that your
クラスの皆さんが
schoolmates, not
お嬢
just
様を
Holmes
かばってくれた
Watson,
と。
were all sticking up for you today.
私も驚いたわ。
Yes, I was surprised too.
お嬢様ですが、ご両親の事件を調べていることは決して誰にも漏らしてはいないで
I
しょう。
must ask though, you haven't told anyone that you're investigating what happened to your parents, have you?
ええ、
Of course not.
もちろんだわ。
That's a family problem. One that I need to solve by myself.
私が決着をつけるべきこと。
I mean, I don't know, you should maybe tell like Holmes.
きっと今回の
I'll definitely catch whoever is responsible for targeting
そ
me.
の犯人こそが
They could be in some way involved with what happened to my parents too.
そうで
Yes,
すね。
that's very possible. Like at this point, I would trust Holmes with this information because he took like a bomb a minute before it exploded and could have got exploded himself if he wasn't very, very lucky. So I would trust him. The carriage carried us through the streets of London as we spoke. Unless he wants me to trust him. This was all a setup. I glanced outside of the window and could see posters for the upcoming festival on display, making the streets look that much more lively. There were only 2 weeks to go until it began.
ねえペンデルトン、もうじき音楽祭だけどホームズとワトソンも演奏するの私も見に行っても
By the way, Pendleton, it's almost time for the music festival, and Holmes and Watson are going to be performing in it. Will it be alright if I go?
やれやれ。警部さんたちにあんなことを言われては、私も認めないわけにはいきません。
Honestly, how am I supposed to say no after even Scotland Yard are working to accommodate you attending?
ですが、音楽祭には私も同行させていただきます。
However, I will be accompanying you myself. I won't budge on that. You're going into the child restraints, little girl. Thank you! You'll be attached right to me. I responded cheerfully to him. I had plenty to feel uneasy about. I couldn't help but be excited for the upcoming festival. Yeah, they are definitely bombing that festival, bro.
ちょっといいかしら。
Pardon, but could I have a word with you? One day before the Sinfonias, I approached Slater, who was occupied with nothing in particular, but whatever happened to be out the window.
どうしたの？
Slater sus. Hello, Emily. May I help you?
この間の
I wanted to extend my apologies for the other day.
別にけど次もあるんだろ？ああいう騒ぎ。こっちもまたああいうことがあると迷惑だからさ。
It's fine, but that won't be the last time, right? It's just a problem I'd really rather not have to deal with. Slater looked me in the eye only briefly, before turning his back to me and going to walk away. I went to stop him from leaving, but before I could, he was already gone.
やっぱり
It seems like he doesn't want me in the same class as him anymore. Probably because he's trying to kill you with a bomb. I couldn't help but feel hurt by that fact. I couldn't blame him for feeling that way either.
とにかく
Either way,
爆弾魔を
I need to find who's responsible for this and stop them.
終わらせなきゃ。
I found myself resolving once more to catch the culprit before they could harm anyone else. Seems like he doesn't want the walking bomb threat in class with him anymore. What a weirdo.
ワトソン君、もう一回だ。
Once more, Watson. When has anything bad happened at a festival in a game? Doki Doki Literature Comp. Corpse Party.
あ、わかった。
Alright. Meanwhile, Holmes and Watson were practicing hard for the festival. Again and again they practiced, the performance gradually improving. Nothing bad happened in DDLC. What are you talking about? Yeah, they just stayed there over the weekend to help Yuri get set up for the festival. Nothing bad happened.
頑張ってホームズ。
They really got that room ready for their horror exhibit for the school festival, that's for sure. Give it your best, Holmes.
ワトソンはともかくホームズは大丈夫なの？
Watson is fine, but I'm not so sure about Holmes.
ああ、とてもじゃないが、芸術というより公害。
Rather, less of a public performance and more of a bloody public nuisance.
でも思考がクリアな時のホームズ君は本当に素晴らしい演奏をするんですよ。
Still, when his mind is clear of distractions, he really does play beautifully.
ルーピン、あなたは聞いたことがあるの？
Have you heard him play like that, Lupin?
ええ、一度だけですが、僕美しいものはやっぱり素晴らしいと思うんで。
Yeah, it's just the once though. I really do love beautiful things. So I'm happy to have had the chance. So I guess you must love yourself then, huh, Lupin?
今は信じるしかないな。
Suppose all we can do is hope it goes well enough. The sounds from his violin had gradually come to resemble music, slightly more, but only slightly.
頑張って、ホームズ、ワトソン。私も事件の情報を集めるわ。
Good luck, you two. It's all I can do. I'll do all I can to collect information in the meantime. Damn, I can't read. I silently cheered the two of them all. Oh, hello! Hi there, Hellhound! Happy New Year! Hope you're doing well. I couldn't help but wonder whether I was doing so in part because I felt like I was being a burden on them, though. But even so, I couldn't help praying for their performance to be a success. Eventually, the day of the festival finally came. The academy was filled with visitors, both from England and from abroad. They all seemed to be thoroughly enjoying themselves, too. By the time I arrived by carriage at the academy, it was teeming full of people. Plenty of people were making their way into the auditorium, where Holmes and Watson would be performing too. Yeah, there is a bomb somewhere in this room. Probably under her seat.
今日は立ち見もいるみたいだし、大盛況じゃないか。
There sure are a lot of people here today. More people have come than there are seats.
いい演奏ができるといいね。
That's not a hazard at all. You're right. I really hope your performance is a success.
あ、結局今日まで3度目の
Yeah,
爆
don't
発物事件は
bomb.
起こら
Don't
なかった
bomb it. Yeah. Fortunately, there hasn't been a third bomb attack at least. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Moggy. Can't wait for her to realize she was making the bombs in her sleep.
油断は禁物だ。警察の警備も厳重だ
That
が、
would be really
この中の
funny.
誰が爆弾魔なのかまだわからないからな。
Can't let our guard down though. Security is tight. We still don't know just who the culprit is.
警察が事前に慎重に調べてたみたいだけど、思わぬところに爆弾があるかもしれないし
The police investigated as thoroughly as they could in advance, but there could be a bomb anywhere. And this room is going to be very loud, so you are not going to be able to hear the ticking of the time bomb this time.
そうね。気をつけるわ。
You're right. I'll be careful. What if it was Shadow Emily, the true self? She's like, you haven't been in that much danger, Emily. Don't you know your true self? Your true self is a person that's always causing danger for others and herself. That's why I made the bombs. Today, the police were guarding not just the area around the academy, but the inside of it too. Despite that, however, they had yet to find anyone or anything suspicious. Well, it'll definitely be very loud when the bomb goes off, that's true.
お二人とも今日は大切な演奏
The
もあります。
shindig is bomb diggity. Today is a very important day for the two of you.
お嬢様のことは私どもや警察に任せてステージに集中してください。
Please leave Lady Emily's safety to me and the police, and focus on your performance. Today, Pendleton was accompanying me. It wasn't hard to imagine that You'd be too concerned for my safety to just wait at the mansion for me to come back. Yeah, ain't no way. You're in the child restraint system right now, Emily.
ありがとうございます。ミス・ホワイトリーをお願いします。
Thank you. I'll leave her in your care.
俺たちもさすがに壇上では演奏に集中
Yeah,
しちゃう
put
と
on the
思う
leash,
し
Emily.
心配しすぎだとは思うんですけど。
We're not really gonna have any choice but to concentrate on performing when we're on stage after all. We're probably worrying too much, but...
いいえ、お嬢様のためにそこまで考えてくださってありがとうございま
Not
す。
at all. I'm grateful that you're so concerned for her well-being.
演奏楽しみにしていますよ。頑張ってください。
I'm looking forward to hearing you perform too. Good luck.
ね
Thank you.
二人とも頑張って
Good
くだ
luck,
さ
you
い
two!
ね。
そうそう。俺らは
We shall be
あいつ
watching
の
from where
近くの
Emily's
席で聞
sitting.
いてるからさ。
おいおい、そこ
Hey,
かよ。
why does her name come up here?
二人とも頑
Good
張
luck,
っ
you
て。
two! We'll be able to see the stage
ステ
really
ー
well
ジ
from
がとても
here.
よく見えるわ。
確かにこのサイドの来賓席なら見
Indeed.
やすいし
This side of the auditorium
Nakanaka
seems to have a very good view.
ここなら何か緊急
We're
事
well
態があった
positioned in
時
the
は
event that something goes wrong too. And the police
警
can
官
see
の
us
目も
well.
届きやすいからな。
Pendleton should put her in one of those child harnesses. I agree. She just like sits in a little child harness attached to his chest. Baby. It's clear that Akechi and Kobayashi were both thinking seriously about the case I had been caught up in. Even Holmes, while he was responding to those giving him encouraging words, seemed to be deep in thought about something from time to time. The police and my schoolmates were watching over me as a precaution, which was reassuring, but
本当に
I haven't the faintest
誰が爆
idea
弾を仕掛け
just
たか
who's been sending me these
わからないわね。
bombs. With this many people here,
これだけ人がい
I
た
thought it wasn't legal to harness children. I mean, that just sounds like child labor. That's a different harness, 704. I looked around the auditorium. Naturally, we couldn't say for sure whether anyone would try and target me today. But if someone really had planted a bomb inside the auditorium, countless people who had gathered for this festival could lose their lives. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be here, Emily. Like, is it worth it potentially killing all these people?
ミス・ホワイトリー、今日は僕たち探偵課も警備の目を光らせていますからね。
Miss Whiteley, all of your schoolmates are keeping an eye out for you.
いつ現れても
If
絶
the
対
culprit
犯
shows
人
their
を捕まえ
face,
てやる。
we'll be certain to catch him.
ええ、ありがとう。
Thank you, both of you.
あら、
Hmm,
あれ
that
は
looks like... Before I knew it, I was straining my eyes to get a good look at someone in the distance. He looked like someone who I had seen before, in the fog on the day of the picnic in Hyde... Oh, the guy with the box that was like talking about Colonel Morin. What I could remember, his name was Colonel Morin.
どうして彼がこんなところにいるの？
Why?
ペンデルトンの
Why is he
話によれ
here?
ば
Pendleton told me that Morin had been locked up.
報告されたはず。
And no one is noticing this dude that has like been locked up is like famous for causing acts of terrorism around London. Like no one is like, oh, he kind of looks like that one terrorist, huh? I know it could cause the death and injury of dozens of people, but I really want to play. Hope no one bombs us. I froze to the spot, my breath taken away. I felt as though I might, if our eyes met for even a moment, that would be the end. He couldn't be the one responsible for all of this, could he? If he had been the one who sent that bomb to the mansion.
ミス・ホワイトリー
Miss Whiteley.
ホームズ、
I shouted out his name in relief inside my mind.
どうした震えているが何があった
What's wrong? You're shaking. Did something happen? To be fair, they didn't pictures back then. What? I thought they had pictures back then. They definitely had pictures in this era. They had like newspapers and stuff. They have pictures.
ええ、
was at my side. I went to look once more in Colonel Morin's direction. But he was no longer standing there.
ごめんなさい。見失ったわ。
I'm sorry. I've lost sight of him. No, painting was invented in 2015 by Crayola to Selma Cut. Do you ever think how like a couple of years in the present, people will be in like, oh, black and white, just like how it was back in 1990? I'm gonna cry if people start saying that.
確かにモランを見た気がしたんだけど。
No. I mean, think of the Gen Zers. In fairness, I have no idea when color was first invented. It was definitely way before the 1990s. That's for damn sure. Yeah, when was color TV? Yeah, 1946. I feel as though I saw Morin though. My ass was not there for that.
可能性はあるな。モランは先日釈放されたばかりらしい。
It's not impossible. It was apparently released the other day. How do you release like a terrorist? Huh? Oh, what? Oh my god, thank you for the raid, Heartaid. Oh, thank you so much. What were you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, everyone coming in from Heart's raid. My name's Elia Lappy. I'm a bunny from outer space that likes playing visual novels, RPG Maker horror games, and JRPGs. Today we are playing London Detective Mysteria. We are doing the I almost said Backstreet Boys. Baker Street Boys' route, which I think is like just like a general story route, where the plot is someone is trying to kill our main character by sending bombs to us to try and kill us. And right now we're going to a festival and I think there's gonna be a bomb here. Oh, goated title. Thank you. Oh, you're just drawing. Well, I hope you had fun. Yeah, we got 2 bomb threats so far. I'm calling we're gonna have number 3 in here. Interesting you call it the story route now, instead of what you were calling it before. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be NTR, but this definitely feels just like straight up just story. It's not impossible. It was apparently released the other day. Yeah, they just released a terrorist out. That's fine. That's cool.
あってはならないことだが、彼が逮捕されるに至ったのも
I thought it was gonna be NTR,
5
but
人
there's
逮
just
捕だということで
bombs.
釈放されたそうだ。
Did I really need to point that out for you to think that? Yes, you did. Especially because of the CG of her sandwiched between Holmes and Watson in this route. It made me think, oh, she's gonna date both of them. Indeed, as ludicrous as it sounds, it was apparently determined that everything leading up to his arrest was a misunderstanding on the part of the police. So he was released. I'll take bombs over NTR. Yeah, I don't think I'd like NTR very much. Dating both is not NTR. Like, if you abandon one for the other, like, if you date one of them and then you're like, I'm done with you, I'm going for the other guy, that would be NTR. It's really worrying. No doubt someone pulled some strings to get him released.
どちらにしろ、もしもう一度彼を
Polyamory
逮捕
isn't
する
NTR.
なら
No, I'm talking
現行犯で捕まえる
specifically.
しかない。
I literally just said it. Dating one guy and then like abandoning him, no longer dating him, and then being like, I'm gonna go date this other guy in front of you. That is NTR. Oh, you're punishing chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, polyamory isn't NTR. And you punishing chat, punish Elliot. What do you mean? I know what NTR is. Ugh. Like, boom, 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 boom. Like, dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom, boom. Breaking up and getting with the other is also not NTR. The only person who said it was NTR was Elio. Well, that's what they call the route in Oz Mafia when you're in the middle of another character's route, and then you stop dating them and you date another guy in front of him, and then they get like fight scenes with each other, like they're fighting over you because you broke up with one of them. Is that not NTR? Regardless, if we want to get him arrested again, we'll need to catch him in the act.
実際は部下が動くだけで本人は手を汚さないだろう。
No doubt he'll simply use his men to do his dirty work for him, though.
ああ、今回の爆弾
And then I
騒ぎに
think
も
you get back with
一枚
the.
噛んで
I
いる
don't
可能
know.
性はある。
I forget the NTR route in Oz Mafia. If the fight is literally fight, then no, it's not. NTR, I think. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull up. Let me pull up the VNDB tag for Netorare. Netorare. Okay. Okay. Netorare is more than a simple act of infidelity, but the fetishization of jealousy and other negative feelings commonly associated with it. For a game to be considered as Netorare, the following conditions must be met. 1. The protagonist's significant other, a very close friend, or in some cases, a close relative, is stolen from him by someone seducing, coercing, blackmailing, or using other techniques. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are literally stolen, but the negative feelings experienced by their significant other might make it seem so. Okay, so they just confirmed it's Netorare. Okay, and then we got 2. The one who loses their loved one almost always finds out about the situation and suffers from jealousy and the feeling of helplessness arisen from an inability to change anything. The one stealing the lover and or the stolen loved one might rub it in by humiliating the loser in private or in public. 3. The trait does not apply if the character having boop boop with someone else does not have a close loving relationship with the protagonist, and if the protagonist does not experience jealousy and other negative feelings upon finding out about the act. In other words, the ties between the partner and their forcible separation is important to the Netorare. For example, an unrequited crush or a potential heroine on a different route would not count for the purposes of this. 4. The act of stealing must happen while the protagonist is in a relationship with the stolen significant other. Scenes of heroines' past relationships do not count as Netorare. The game is usually portrayed from the perspective of someone losing his significant other in order to delve deep into the jealousy aspect. However, for story purposes, the game might switch between multiple point of views and also portray the events from the perspective of the stolen significant other. What? I apologize for not being an NTR expert. I don't see how any of this has anything to do with Radiant. Yeah, we are talking about Netorare. That's the description. So this would count as Netorare. That would count as Netorare then.
Ato-san-kun.
Keep a close eye on Miss Whiteley for me, Watson. I'm gonna have a look outside. No one is dating Emily. Well, if she was dating them, it would count as Netorare. That was what I was thinking. We want to permanently end cuckolding. See, what I was thinking was she was gonna be dating one of the guys, and then she leaves him for someone else. Like, not in a polyamory sense, but in a I'm done playing with you sense, or in like a cheating sense. Like, there's no consent from the other person. That's assuming she doesn't date both at the same time. True. Hey, Holmes! Okay, enough with the Netorare descriptions.
これはどうも、モラン
Oh
です。
no, it's Sherlock. Well, if it isn't Colonel Morin.
これはシャーロック・ホームズ。元気そうで何よりだ。
My, it's Sherlock Holmes. I'm glad to see you're well.
ええ、おかげさまで。君こそ今日はなぜこんなところに？
I'm sure you are. What brings you to a place like this?
これだけの客人が集う場所に私が来るのは何かおかしいかね？
Does my presence at an event as popular as this strike you as usual? Well, no, but you're dressed up like a military person.
しかし君がわざわざこんな場所に出向くとは。
よほどの事情があるのでは？
It does. I can't imagine you coming all the way to a place like this unless you have a very specific reason for doing so.
よほど私を嫌っていると見える。安心しろ。今日は音楽の調べに身を委ねに来ただけだ。
Your hate for me is palpable. Fear not, I've simply come to enjoy the music. Looking at the Neural the Radiant game press page, there's a lot of copes in the cons section. What the hell is this game? You keep talking about this game. What is this? Neural the Radiant. Oh, Arknights? Oh, it's an Arknights thing. Oh, it's a character. Oh, okay. I need to play Arknights.
正直に言いたまえ。
It's NTR. What else could it possibly be? Tell me the truth. You're aware of Miss Whiteley's existence, aren't you? I really hate NTR, not trusted resources.
彼女の家に爆発物が送りつけられた事件。
I'm sure it isn't news to you that a bomb was sent to her home either. Educate anything about Neural other than the horse stick?
さあ、聞いたこともないな。
I'm afraid this is my first
私
time
も
hearing
暇では
any
ない
such
ので
thing.
ね。
I'm a busy man after all.
今日はホームズジュニアの演奏があるとか。
I'm surprised to find you outside
応援してや
too.
らなくていいのか？
Do you not want to go and watch your son's performance? I'm sure the internet loves that she is a horse just as much as they love that Neural has family. Yeah, apparently it's a horsewoman from Arknights.
そういうことはよく
I'm
ご存
impressed
知
you're
という
aware
わ
of
けだ。
that. The music drowning all other sound, Colonel Morin sank into the crowd and disappeared.
え、
Oh,
どうした、ジュニア？
what is it, Junior?
別にどうもしません。
Nothing in particular.
ただ、
I do find
もう
myself
少し
thinking
質
that
問
you
の
could
仕
have
方はあっ
asked
たん
better
じゃないかと思いま
questions,
す
though.
彼に何を聞いても
No matter what I
口
had
からは
asked
何も
him,
漏らさな
I
い。
wouldn't have gotten anything
何
useful
か
from
仕掛け
him.
た気配は残
Ending
る。
here says a lot in itself, though.
あとは本当にこの会
Now
場
we
に
just
爆
need to
弾があ
find
る
out
のか
whether
どうか。
there really is a bomb here at the
彼はあくまで
academy.
シラ
No
を
matter how
切る
many
つもりだ。
times he was asked, he would have feigned ignorance.
今日この場所に現れ
The
たと
fact
いう
that
こ
he's
とは
chosen to come here
やはり
means
警戒
that
す
we
べ
need
き
to be on guard. Log night, near light?
しかしこの会場はくまなく調べたはずだが、まだ爆弾は見つかっていない。
Still,
それが不気味
we've
なところ
searched the
だ。
grounds from top to bottom. Haven't found any signs of a bomb being placed. That's what worries me.
わかりました。僕はミス・ホワイトリーのところに戻ります。何か分かったらすぐに知らせてください。
Alright, I'll return to where Miss Whiteley is for now. If you find out anything else, let me know immediately.
ああ、わかっ
Of course I will. Holmes turned his back to his father and hurried back to the auditorium. Long night, near light is what the family name, Neural, means in Arknight. It's a very deep cut reference. Oh, I see.
た。あの子があんなに必死になるとはな。
Neural. Never thought that I'd seen him quite this desperate. Sherlock Holmes watched his son till he was gone. He surveyed the area again as well. So many smiles, so much laughter. It was a blissful affair that could end in wickedness. He contemplated these things as he stepped forward, walking stick in hand. Yeah, I would have thought that he'd just be fine with them all getting exploded.
間もなく
That's how he
演奏
usually
会が
is.
始まりますが、
It's almost time for the main concert to begin.
くれぐれも厳重に警戒してくれ。
Keep your wits about you.
音楽祭には
Roughly
内外合わせ
3,000
て
in
3000
attendance
人
if
の
we
観
count
客が
both
集
the
まっているそうだ。
auditorium and inside.
いつどこでどんな
That is
爆弾が出
3,000
現しても
potential
対応できるように。
suspects, 3,000 potential victims. A bomb of any size and shape could be hidden. We haven't the luxury of air. Remember that.
はい。
Yes, sir. 5 officers, Inspector Lestrade and Sergeant Ryan amongst them, stood near me. Why is there so much hate over NTR's notice to reader? Is it similar to why people don't like CBT's? Closed beta testing? Oh, definitely. That's why people hate it. Definitely, for sure. festival's highlight, the main concert, was to start. That is 3,000 potential suspects, 3,000 potential victims, and I'm starting to think this was a bad idea. 3,000 potential murderers. The first performer took a bow, and the auditorium cried in fevered applause. Fevered applause. Holmes and Watson were in the seats to my left and right.
とりあえず無事に演奏会が始まったな。
It's gonna go off while they're performing, isn't
何
it?
もなければいいけど。
It started without incident. Let's pray it stays that way.
僕たちの演奏は最後だ。そこまで何もなければ。
Don't say that, Holmes! We're the last to perform. If we can make it to the end, we come out the victor. Your loser flag just went up, Holmes. You're not supposed to say that, buddy.
だが僕たちは2つ前の奏者が演奏を始
Now
めた
they
ら
got a times 2
演奏の準
boost to
備
their
を始め
power,
なけれ
you
ばならない。
idiot! I should like to make preparations 2 performances prior.
それまでに
I can only hope that nothing happens before then, too.
その時
But
に
even
は
when we're
ペン
away,
デルトンさん
I'll
や
have
ライアンさんたち
Pendleton, the Scotland Yard officers,
君の友人
and
た
our
ち
schoolmates with you. Unless one of them decides to have a bomb strapped to them, then, good luck.
くれぐれも一人で行動しないよう気をつけてくれたまえ。
Be sure not to go off on your own, under any circumstances.
わかったわ。
I won't. Thank you. A tense voice called out to me from nearby. Sergeant Ryan.
もう一度周辺をチェックさせていただきま
Let's
すね
hope this goes off with a bang. Let's hope it doesn't. Gonna do another sweep of the area around you. This performance is gonna be the bomb. Alright, you've checked my seat plenty of times already, though.
念のためです
You can't be too cautious. A new courage was roused by knowing these people, these officers, these friends, who hoped for my safety. Fear still lurked beneath the surface, but as it was now, I was reassured. I was loved. Don't say that! I didn't plant a bomb on the previous times.
それにしても今日の音楽祭は満員御礼ね。
It's impressive to see every single seat filled, though.
ええ、立ち見まで出るなんてびっくりですね。
Indeed. There are even people standing and watching at the back. It's amazing. I sure hope none of them are carrying around a switch that'll make an explosive be detonated or anything.
ああ、最後まで何事もなければいいと。
I just hope nothing happens. I could overhear the inspector and sergeant conversing behind me.
やはり本日の演奏会にはモラン大佐と彼の手の者が数人紛れ込んでいる
It looks like Colonel Moore and several of his men are among the audience. Could this be their work? Yeah, I wonder who could be setting off the bombs. It's definitely not like the terrorists that just got out of jail, is it? No, no way!
一応警官たちにマークはさせているが、まだ怪しい動きは見せていない。
We've got our eyes on them just in case, but so far they haven't done anything suspicious. Can't believe Jack stole oop from the Midwest. He has to be the culprit. That's our word.
引き続き警戒させる。
Oh, oop, oop. Make sure they remain watched.
はい
Yes, sir.
いよいよ
Two more to
次
go.
の次ね。ホームズ
Best of luck to you.
どうぞ。
The performer before Holmes and Watson's recital finished with a bow and a rapturous audience. Whilst they clapped, the boys rose from their seats.
あ、行ってくる。
We'll be back.
見ててくれよな
I expect you to watch the whole thing. They gave a small wave to us before leaving for the stage. My mood changed. Why? So out of the blue, did I feel lonely without them next to me?
お嬢様、私のそばから離れないようお願いいた
Stay
し
with
ま
me,
す。
my lady.
ええ、
Of
分か
course.
っているわ。
As was like with previous performers, Holmes and Watson were greeted upon reaching center stage with applause. Oh, what is this music from? I recognize this. Oh, I have to let it play out. A Kokutante Mysteria, I think. Oi. Well, that one too. The piece was called Meditation. Oh, okay. They intended to play it as a duet on their respective musical instruments.
タイスの瞑想曲ですか。
Meditation is a fascinating choice.
歌劇タイスで
It's from the opera.
うつしおでの切な的な
How
愛
do
を
you say this?
神の愛に目覚めるシーンを
Thais is performed when the title character decides to abandon the fleeting love of the mortal world in favor of the immortal love of God. Thais. Okay. Thais. I don't know that, but it's the funniest option. My breath had already been stolen as I watched. This was for many reasons, really. I was excited to see them play. I was nervous that Holmes would be too lost in thought to be competent. I was fearing they would be judged if he failed. All these mingling thoughts washed away to be replaced by pure intoxication. Intoxication, boy. What polish! What charisma! They won the gallery. No one could look away. As their duet strengthened, small gaps of admiration were listed. A tap on my shoulder. Uh-oh. I knew it was you, you bitch. Emily. Emily. It was Slater who whispered into my ear. Do not. He's gonna lead you away to murder you, bro.
どうしたの?
Yes?
あなたに謝らなくちゃいけないことが。
Do not follow him. I must apologize to you. It's urgent. And then they start playing their next song on the Glockenspiel. Do not the boy. Hold on. I can just do it through that. There we go. That way we can have the voices still.
スレイター、どうしたの?
Nothing urgent comes to mind.
実は
Well, suppose that I have... He was about to elaborate. The officers near us stopped him.
話なら後にするんだ。
I
演奏
speak
中
to
だ。
her after the performance. Not least because they were on guard. Their tone was severe.
スレイター、落ち着いて。一体何があったの?
Be calm, Slater. It's alright. I reassured him, and yet he could not speak. The officers were... He's got a bomb strapped to him, doesn't he?
君、これ以上は外に出てもらうぞ。
If you do not leave her be, then we will escort you from the area.
いえ、待ってください。彼は私の友達です。
No, please. He's a friend. Slater, perhaps panicked, reached for the fabric of my dress to keep us close. He lost his balance. As he sprang forwards, I could see the inside of his jacket. Yeah, there's a bomb! No, he can stay. Reason? I'm not scared of bombs. Oh my god, Emily. And he's gonna suicide
おい
bomb
君、
you.
それ以上その子に強引な真似をするならつまみ出すぞ。
Shan't tell you again. If you do anything more to her, you'll be thrown out of the auditorium.
分かってくれ。今命の危機に面しているのは彼女も同じなんだ。
We only mean
我
to
々は
protect her.
彼女を守っている。
We must consider anything or anyone that may approach her a threat. The statement, as with the previous officer, was delivered in a manner that served to admonish the boy. There was a strikingly strict tone from the sergeant. Yeah, hold on. I'll turn back up the game music now.
すまないが、しばらく外へ出ていてくれ。
Turn this back up. There we go. Beg pardon, but I believe it would be for the best if you stepped outside for a while. Two of the officers then approached to escort Slater from the building.
やれやれ。突然どうしたかと思ったら。
He dropped his pocket watch! Oh shit! Good lord. I was a bit worried, I must admit.
あなた一体
Ellie, just what happened? Huh? She's gone.
ミス・ホワイトリーが消えた。
He dropped his pocket watch. I hope he doesn't mind if I eat it. Miss Whiteley's disappeared.
ああ、いつの間に。
Oh no, but when?
ミス・ホワイトリーが消えた。
Where's Miss Whiteley? Holmes's plane was reduced to a crawl as his fear muddled his concentration. The two were now out of sync.
ホームズの演奏にテンポが合わせられない。集中できていないんだ。
I can't play like this. He's not concentrating. What happened?
この一瞬で一体どこへ？
She was there just seconds ago. His bow graced his violin slower until he came to a complete stop. Watson stopped as well.
さあ、私のリサイタルの番ですね。ホームズ君、バイオリンを。
I suppose it's time for my recital. May I have your violin, Holmes? She got exploded.
ペンデルトンさん。
ほら、早くお嬢様のところへ行ってください。ここは私が何とかします。
Go on. Run to Lady Whiteley's side, and I shall do my work here.
ありがとうございます、ペンデルトンさん。
I am in your debt, Pendleton.
行くぞ、ワトソン君。
Come, Watson. Right. Holmes disappeared, and Watson was fast to follow. Pendleton, with relaxed shoulders and an elegance that captivated his audience, raised the violin and began to inspect it.
若干ですが、音が狂っていますね。
This is ever so slightly out of tune. There's a bomb in it. He raised his instrument. Simply passing the bow over the violin strings for a few notes was enough for all to know that it was now in the hands of an exceptionally talented performer. What song is this? Turns out they weren't bombs, but they were devices that remove you from the canon of the story.
子供の頃以来ですね。こうして人前で演奏するのは。
I haven't performed before an audience since I was a boy.
それにしても、事件から意識をこちらに向けさせるとなると。
This will be a performance for the ages. Any less will not be enough.
これは本気で弾かないと。
There were
全員の
time
意識を
bombs.
集中させることができません、ね。
Emily is now in 2025. Trans Pendleton? Oh, did it say the wrong pronouns? Mustn't have their eyes wandering warily to outside current affairs. You're satisfied with its condition and addressed the audience in a voice that carried through the auditorium.
さあご来場の皆様、エルロック・ホームズに代わりホワイトリー家の執事ペンデルトンが一曲ご披露したいと思います。
Ladies and gentlemen, in Sherlock Holmes's place, I, Ralph Pendleton, and the head butler to House Whiteley, will perform. The performance commenced. Since I was a boy, implying he's no longer a boy, there's only one possible interpretation. The performance commenced. Ralph? His name is Ralph? Wait, huh? Oh, Ralph Pendleton. Yeah, that is his name. What the fuck? I thought Pendleton was his first name this whole time. Previous musicians who took pride in their playing, rightly so, found themselves moved by a sound they did not know could be heard. The audience was captivated. Scotland Yard, vigilant as they were in their investigation, had to stop to listen. Indeed, for all of its many talents, the Symphonias had not yet heard one play in this manner. Okay, I think I'm gonna end here for a bit. I have a feeling there's a bit more for this, but I'm pretty sure next stream we'll be finishing up this route. So I'll probably prep up a Marple save just in advance. I wouldn't think Pendleton was that unloved as a child. Well, Fanny, well fit. You know, I know there's a bomb out and all, but this bloke's got some real tunes going on. Yeah, there's still Watson. Alright, I'm gonna go on a short BRB, go use the bathroom and stuff. But I will be back with some Atelier Fierce in just a bit. See you guys then.